what are your thoughts on what seems like a hyper no judgment phase running through the church? Is there such a thing as rightful judgment? And do we lose sight of morals and teachings when we always stick to the no judgment line?
It's not really for me to judge. No, I'm not going to do that to you. Well, I mean, yeah, this whole thing. Well, there are two separate dynamics at work. One is the whole "oh, judge not, lest you be judged." Actually, ladies and gentlemen, there's more to it than that seems. The way it's used is to say, "oh, you mustn't judge anyone." No, feel free to judge them if you don't mind being judged on the same points.
Mm.
You know, if someone's living in adultery and you denounce them for living in adultery, don't do it if you are. But if you're not, have at it. If your own behavior or thinking on this or that point is spotless in the area that you're going to be denouncing the other fellow, have at it. But you better make sure it is. Adultery is easy. But think of all the sorts of behavior we like to jump on people about. I don't want to mention the Holy Father's name, but how many times do his insults seem like they describe him better than the people he's trying to insult?
Okay.
Don't do that. However, that's one side of the dynamic. The other side is that notice that the people who talk the most strongly about not judging get very judgmental indeed when it's something of personal importance to them.
Of course.
Then all of a sudden, non-judgmentalism flies out the window, and you better do what you're told, worm boy, or you'll be punished. So, I think that the odd thing is that as so many churchmen and hierarchs have gotten more and more on and on about non-judgmentalism, they themselves have become increasingly nasty and jealous of their positions. Again, I don't want to bag on the Holy Father, but it was interesting to me that in his latest address to the Curia, and we all know this is not, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, a sniper, and it's just the way it is. His Holiness has been having increasing difficulty in dealing with the Curia. Just the way it is. Part of it, I suspect, is because he never particularly liked them, and he never tried to figure out how they worked. I don't care who you are, when you come into an organization, if you don't try to get some feeling for the people who are going to be working for you, you're going to come to blows with them. It's just the way it is. It doesn't even matter what the matter is. You're going to have problems. So what does he do? In his address to the Curia, he felt it necessary to quote Vatican I about the complete, total, and immediate jurisdiction of the Roman Pontiff. I haven't heard any pope quote Vatican I on that point since Paul VI. And yet at the same time, he's supposed to be the Pope of non-judgmentalism, of Amoris Laetitia and all that. Well, this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, when you personalize everything, when you make it not about the faith, but about you. So, judging is fine. Discernment is a gift of the Holy Ghost. But don't you be judging unless you yourself can withstand that judgment.
I've got a couple other things come to mind in terms of dealing with judgment. The first one I'm thinking of is from the Parson's Tale, available at tumblerhouse.com, on sale.
Oh. With a foreword by Charles Coulombe.
Oh yeah, you did write that one.
I did write that one. I didn't write the book. It was Chaucer who wrote it.
Yeah, Chaucer. But he says, you hate the sin, not the sinner.
Correct.
So in other words, you're judging the sin, not the person.
Not the inherent quality of the person. What we tend to do today is the opposite. We love the sin and hate the sinner.
Right. And then this connects to, I read I think a spiritual treatise by St. Vincent Ferrer from Loretto Publications, the fine people of Loretto Publications.
I did not do the foreword.
No, you didn't do the foreword on this one. But he had an incredible line when you're looking at other people and you're judging. He says you don't know the graces that they got. Maybe they're totally impoverished with graces, whereas you have a ton of graces.
Yeah.
you don't know what's going on with their spiritual. Maybe they don't have the same wealth to draw upon as you do.
That's true. So it is a very iffy thing. The thing to bear in mind, though, is that while you can't judge the person, you must judge the sin,
Yeah.
the behavior. And the church gives us guidelines to do that with. So that's why, if someone says, oh, well, who am I to judge? And their position of authority, well, if not you, then who?
Yeah.
Me? I'm my mother's son. I can judge anybody.
Yeah.
But this whole non-judgmental thing, it's gotten very, very silly. The more so because, as I say, those who are the loudest in attacking judgmentalism tend to be the nastiest when their own perks are under question. So.
Yeah.